What up, YouTube? First video, I am making a crochet blanket. It's gonna be a huge granny square blanket. I want it to cover a queen size bed. I don't have a queen size bed. I want one. I'll pop up some inspiration pictures right here. We're going for like a 70s vintage look. I'm using 13 different colors of yarn. Here's my yarn right here. My yarn situation is a little weird, but I'll show you that coming up, what I'm doing with it. I'm reusing some old yarn that I have. My crochet hook, 5mm from Dollar Tree. This one's actually pretty good. I like the grip. I just learned how to crochet. This was my first hook and it's actually my favorite one that I've used so far. This is not a tutorial, but you will also need scissors and a yarn needle, which I do not have right now. That is why all my granny squares still have their little ends. At what point do you weave these in? I have like freaking 60 of them already and I just haven't woven them in. Should I be doing it after every granny square, or should I just wait till I have 1,000 of these and weave them in then? Plan for this project is I'm gonna make this a really big blanket. This is gonna be a really big project, really long, might take me a whole year to do this. If my calculations are correct, I'm gonna need around 1,000 granny squares. I only have 60. Hi, I'm editing and looking back at my reference photos, I didn't even realize that there was crochet in between the granny squares. Also, take a drink every time I say granny square. You will be dead. So my calculations are way off, I am now realizing, and I will need way less granny squares. Fun part is, I don't know how to add the crochet in between the granny squares, and I don't know what color to use. Just popping in. Also, please be nice to me. This is my first video. Thank you. I don't want any granny squares to be the same. Granny square is going to be different. The reason I chose these simple granny squares is I just learned how to crochet like a month ago, and these are actually pretty fun to make. Right now they're taking me about 15 minutes to make one. I don't know if that's good or bad. Hopefully I pick up speed. I followed Hook by Robin's YouTube tutorial. It's very simple, easy to follow. I recommend going to watch that video because I will not be going slow trying to show you how to crochet. Maybe I could do that in a different video. This is gonna be a challenge. Let me show you my progress. This is 3 days of work. Okay, sorry the lighting in here is kind of bad. It won't even fit all in one frame. And that's 20. So 60 inches long. And this is the short end. I might end up changing the length of this because that's kind of long. As you can see, with 3 colors, I can get 6 different variants. That's my plan of action. Different colors, and then I can make 6 different granny squares out of it. None of these have their ends weaved in. I'm not sure what to do about that. When I first started this project, I was just going crazy trying to make different colored granny squares, but I realized that's gonna be way too hard to do for 1,000 of them. I chose a granny square that I'm gonna make 5 other in the same color palette as. Don't have that much purple left. Orange, and then pink. I'm gonna be watching a show while I'm doing this. Might watch the new Futurama episode. I'll let you know how it is. And at some point during this, I'm gonna have to go get my laundry. So I have the first color done. It took me like 2 minutes. I always like to tighten the center. I'm pretty sure that's what everyone does. Go in with the purple for our next row. Okay, just finished the second row of the granny square. Looking pretty good. When I'm crocheting, I seem to like scrape my knuckle with my other fingers. Now we're gonna go in with the orange. Pause, gotta go get the laundry. I haven't started yet, but I will when I get back. Make sure to stay hydrated because it's hot out there. Not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to watch a show and crochet at the same time. Maybe once I become a pro crocheter, I could just stare at the TV, not even look at what I'm doing. That's one granny square down for the video. Look at how like Pinterest aesthetic this is gonna be. I'm very excited for this blanket to be done in a year. My goal for this video is to make 8 granny squares. We'll see if we can do it, guys. One done. I'm not gonna do too much explaining after this one. I might cut in to say something here and there, but I'm just gonna blast right through these last 7 granny squares. Second granny square down. Only 6 more to go. And while I make my 3rd granny square, I'm gonna tell you a little story. When I first started crocheting, it was actually a couple months ago because I had to take a break from crocheting because I actually hurt my hands by crocheting too much too quickly. Yeah, my hands went numb and I couldn't feel them for around 2 weeks, so I took a month off of, hold on, sorry, it's hard to count and talk at the same time. Pop up the project right here. It was a granny square tote bag. I was just using some acrylic yarn that I had laying around, and I really wanted to use up all the yarn really quickly, apparently. I finished the tote in 3 days, which I feel like is pretty normal. Well, it's a huge tote bag. It's currently on my Depop. My Depop, I'll pop up right here. My Depop is creepy_reality. If you want to buy the project that hurt my hands for a whole month, you can do that. It's a really cute bag. It would be great for like taking to the beach or just like everyday tote bag. I have everyday tote bags because I go to the post office every day. Use it for that or groceries. I think it's really cute. Not worth the pain though. So that's why I'm limiting myself to 8 granny squares today because I am not trying to hurt myself again. Even though I do want to get this project done, I'm not willing to make my hands go numb again over it. So if I feel any discomfort in my hands, I will immediately stop, which I should have done when I was making the tote bag. I tried to look it up, like anyone else having the same issue. No. And the pain's totally gone now. It just took like a month. I think it was probably like temporary nerve damage. No one that I saw had pain because of crocheting though. I'm almost finished with this first row. My review of the Future on the News episode, thumbs up. I am really enjoying the new season. The season has a lot of like modern day stuff like Amazon and 3D printing and iPhones. But I think it's funny because it's like they do parodies of it and make fun of it. So yeah, that's my review from a huge Futurama fan. Huge. I've probably seen every episode around 20 times. So I knew I was gonna run into this. I ran out of my purple yarn and I'll show you what I have to do to get more. I have these yarn cones. Do you like my nails? Pink metallic. I love them. I don't know how thick this yarn is, but as you can see, it's very thin. In order for me to make these yarn balls, I have been taking 5 strands of wasn't even showing it. Yarn to make this thickness. Because otherwise, these would be super tiny. I take this, wrap it around 4 cups because I need 5. I'm making 5 ply yarn. I'll show you the process. I guess I'll show you me wrapping them first around the cup. We are a sustainable channel here, girls, gallies, girlies. Girly Pops, this is a sustainable channel. That's why I'm doing this, because I love the planet and I already have this yarn, so why not use it? Like, instead of going to buy new yarn. I don't need to buy new yarn. I got yarn. And I also don't need to buy a winding machine because I got these Cane's cups. Be sustainable, girls. If you get the kids meal at Cane's, they give you this cup. You can save it, drink out of it, and wrap your yarn around it, girls. So I have this down on the floor. I have a piece of tape on here that I stuck the yarn onto. And now I'm just gonna wrap it. I don't know for how long. Yeah, I'm kind of fast at this. I wrap a lot of yarn. I've had to do this for every color. Now I have all these cups with yarn on them. I'm gonna show you the floor, show you what I got going on. Sorry for the crotch shot. And then I also have another cone, so I only had to do 3 cups. So I'm basically just gathering all of the yarn ends. 3, 4, and 5. Yep, because we're making 5-ply yarn. And then I'm just gonna start wrapping it in my hands. And if there's an easier way of doing this, please let me know, because this does take me a while to do, but I feel like it's worth it. So I'm just gonna wrap this up until I run out of yarn. And then I got a pretty big yarn ball. Let's continue on this granny square that I'm almost done with. Alright, finished my 3rd square. This is only my 3rd one. I feel like I've been doing this for a lot longer. So now we're gonna start on my 4th square. Okay guys, you saw how small my orange yarn ball was? I had just enough to do this orange row, but I can't get it off the hook. See, I'm trying to like finish it. I'm just gonna pop it off my crochet hook. And I have this hook that I use for knitting because I've been knitting for a long time now. So this will definitely help me with that. Yep, see, it went right through with my little knitting hook. Latch hook, I think it's called. Knitting latch hook. Might come in use for some of you crocheters out there. This is my last granny square in this little collection of colors. So I finished all of the granny squares in this colorway. If my calculations are correct, there should not be any more granny squares in this blanket that are gonna be this purple, orange, and pink. So I have to make 3 more for today. I'm feeling lavender, dark brown, and teal. So I can just start doing it. All right, y'all. I'm getting hot and sweaty and hungry. So I'm gonna take a little sandwich break. It's already kind of eaten. I get turkey, pickles, spinach, mayonnaise, and provolone cheese on white bread from Subway. All right, back to the grind. Finished the last 3 granny squares. So that was 8 for today, and I'll show you progress that I've made on my blanket. Okay, so today we started off the video with, I believe, 62, and now I think we have 80. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. So here's the deal. I'm not gonna make a video every time I make a granny square because that'll be like 100+ videos. Yes, I'm gonna do some off camera. I hope that's okay. I will give progress videos. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching. If you watched to the end, all my love to you. Another thing about my Depop shop, I do not just have crochet items in my Depop. My Depop is full of Sanrio, fashion. I'm a fashion girly. I'm a Sanrio girly. I'm a crafty girly. Thank you for watching.